young tycoon that's sick of it. Tired for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing first play is Pickett. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
The score, Jets 7, Steelers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they'll bring Toney in motion left. Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now Herbert to start the drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Across midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And a lot of times a guy like that at this level, all he needs is one block to spring him, and he was sprung.
Just one, and that one turned into a huge, huge play.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them were big. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Rodgers, a free play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Steelers nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that...
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Tony.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Picked up the man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it. They're just
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Rodgers now to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 35-yard line.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Here's a give to Herbert.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, check 20, go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
88, 26. Box it. Jump out. Here, Mike.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
A handoff for Herbert.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 27-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Get 300. Get 300.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kyle Duggar just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first down, Rodgers. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Inside. Zoom. 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. In motion right, Debo. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Rodgers. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. Back to Debo Samuel for consecutive catches. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Hey, 626. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
26. Come out.
Rodgers going to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
There he goes, right side.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
This is Herbert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. Steelers take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Pickett to throw.
Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A big play looming on third down. Here's Pickett.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Pickett. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name in a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Now Pickett.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Ready.
first down throw for Young.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Young.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw, Young.
He finds his man. It's Robinson.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
30 yards.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Here's Herbert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Herbert.
Down at the 25.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Cut.
They'll go again with Herbert. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Young working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pickett sets up play action. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
Okay,
I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run. It's Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. Set.
They'll run with Herbert. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay, break.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Down.
They'll run here with Herbert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up doing it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Reed Blankenship just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Young to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
St. Brown motioning left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that flag accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff up the middle. Herbert. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Pickett. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. That is caught by Herbert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll throw again with Pickett. And that'll be caught by Tony.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
Boswell's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give him credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get. Ready?
Young. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw, and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Reed Blankenship able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's Tony. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Herbert powering up the middle. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Draw play, a give to Herbert. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it'd be a lot more powerful coming from me if I had said it before the play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Khalil Herbert taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. Fight, kick. Cut.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Young now. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That throw by Young incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way. Still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day. Live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. With big body.
Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. one to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's
short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On the option to give to Swift here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Jackson, option right.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Steelers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line. Read option, here's Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Pickett back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Off play action, Pickett. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Kadarius Toney is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Pickett changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Steelers 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
After the pick 6, here's Pickett to try again. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Pickett. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That is caught by Herbert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Khalil Herbert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so down the field, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Here comes Toney on the return.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Pickett sets up play action.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's on his way. Jalen Waddle.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Waddle.
78 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Reed Blankenship
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. I'm f***ing never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real.